television because we're going to talk about our today's special value. 6,600 orders already placed since midnight. What we have is a Vionic Vio Motion water-repellent leather ankle boot called Farrah at a today's special value price. Typically, this is a boot that would be around $159. We have it for today only at $119.98. 5 easy pays of $24 to get your boots home, or to get these boots to put under the tree for someone special. We have these in 3 different choices of smooth or leather, and then 2 in the suede. So we'll start with the suede because this, of course, is like the hot, wonderful look for the season. We have it in the khaki, which is a khaki green. We have them in the navy suede that I'm wearing, so you get your blue suede booties. We have them in the smooth leather in black. We have them, and that's been popular, not surprising. We have khaki, and then we also, oatmeal, and then also we have them in that dark chocolate ganache. So here's a quick update. In the black leather, a third of the quantity has already sold out. So, and it's only $840 on the East Coast. So this has been popular. Please don't wait if you want the black. Pat was wearing those earlier. And what we're talking about here is a shoe that looks and is all about fashion, but inside, your secret, my secret, is the Vio Motion technology. Monica Tenorino is here to talk all things Vionic. And it starts a couple of years ago when we started enjoying wearing these orthotic-based sandals and mules and shoes. And then we have slowly watched this become one of the most popular shoe collections here at QVC and in the industry because it really focuses on wellness for the feet and bringing together those fashionable looks that we love. It's always a pleasure. You look like a Christmas tree.
You know,
you're all sparkly.
We're just walking in, Kylie and I, who do our demos, and it was dim for the candles. And we were like, oh, this feels really nice. And I'm usually like, wait, slow down, it's not time yet.
Holidays. I know, we're getting there. So now you got to pick your color.
Yes.
We have that dark khaki. That's what Monica is wearing. Like we said, it's an olive,
very olive,
or you know, military green, if you will. Here is the blue suede or your navy. We have the smooth leather in black, smooth leather in oatmeal, and smooth leather in the chocolate ganache. So let's talk about this, the technology and this footbed, which has been very popular, right, in the
Absolutely.
past?
You know, this is a construction, it's on our Felicity bottom, so if you're very familiar with Vionic, I'm sure you probably have some iteration of this, but you know from the brand what you're getting, and it's all these components you see here, that stability when you're in that heel cup, that flexibility throughout, and then that arch support that's second to none, because when you have that full foot contact underneath, particularly in a heel that we'll see in a little bit on our demo, having that full foot contact, it's suddenly like a whole new way to be able to wear heels.
And this is part of the elevated collection because it does have a little bit of a heel. So when you're looking at this, know that they didn't just take the standard flat insert and put it in. And by the way, these insoles are sold separately. Not the elevated, but the flat insoles are sold separately at QVC.com. They're in the like $45 range. So you're getting that as part of the shoe, but this is the elevated version of that. And we'll show you that technology in a moment.
Yeah, you know, we re-engineered this because we wanted to be able to give you heels. I get super excited because I don't have your height, Jane. So I'm always excited to do anything with a little heel. And so giving you that just under 2-inch, kind of just under that sweet spot, so it's very wearable for any age. And, you know, anyone who says, you know, maybe I don't want to do the heels anymore, this is a great place to do it. Exactly. But you get all of that same Vio Motion technology. So the arch support is there to come up and meet that foot. That heel cup to sit into so you're not on top of the shoe, really cradling and stabilizing that foot, giving you that flexibility in the forefront so that you can move, but giving you also that little extra bump. So while we give you the elevation and we re-engineer that footbed, we're giving you that meta dome. So you can see there in the graphic even better that they're gonna show you. That little meta dome is gonna really support right under your metatarsal, where normally if we're wearing high heels, that kind of pushes you forward and you get all of that weight kind of pushed up front. This is gonna help evenly distribute it because you're seated correctly in the back and you're getting getting that beautiful little cushion underneath that.
And we're offering these in medium width as well as wide width, sizes 5 through 10 whole and half sizes, 11 and 12 in this. The colors are the chocolate ganache, the oatmeal, the black, your blue suede, and the khaki. The today's special value price goes up at the end of the day, and you're looking at $119.98 or 5 payments of $24 on a shoe that typically at retail would be $159.98. This is one of the brands that we're also able to show you the technology. So we'll get Kylene out here, because what you're looking at and what we love about this boot is how stinking cute it is.
Right.
It's got the right shaped toe. It's that in-between moto slash maybe almost Western style. It has the details like you're showing, the little V-notch detail.
Love that. That's a new
with the
one for
gold
us.
Trim, buckles to match, the little crossover. When you first look at it, it's all about fashion.
Exactly.
But then what's happening inside is you get the comfort of that Vio Motion technology. We also love that you took the next step with this too and made it water resistant.
You know, leather or suede. So I mean, whichever one we do, you can see these are pre-treated.
Right.
And the nice thing about that for me is sometimes we get home, we buy a boot, and we're hesitant. You don't want to spray something on them. You're like, what am I going to do to this boot? This has been pre-treated for you, so the hand is still beautiful. You know right out of the box that you're good to go. You don't have to worry if you step in some puddles or it starts to rain. This is just going to bead right up. It's going to go right off there. So you're not going to worry about, am I ruining my shoes if I'm out and about?
You can't even get it wet.
You can't even get it. I mean, it trickles right off. You see it beads up there beautifully. So having that ability to not worry about what does the weather look like before I go and get dressed in the morning, it's hard enough in your closet, isn't it?
I know. And so often we say it, we get dressed from the feet up.
Yes.
This is that boot that goes with your jeans, that goes with your leggings, that goes with your skirts and dresses. It really will be that all season. I also think about my daughter who has a more athletic calf. She has problems always trying to find a boot that fits her calf.
Right, it's tough.
This way she doesn't have to worry about this. So again, it's an ankle height, super comfortable. We have the khaki, we have the navy, we have black, oatmeal, and the chocolate ganache. And we have Kylene standing by so we can show this technology. And listen, if you're someone who loves Vionic, give us a call. 1-800-395-1601 is our testimonial line. We'd love to hear from you.
So, you know, we bring Kylene in, and for those of you who see us do this all the time, we usually give you that front demo version. Because we're on a heel in the Farrah booty, we wanted to give you that side action to see, you know, what is happening to my foot and really, therefore, my entire body when that technology is underfoot. So we start here on the hard, flat, unnatural surface. Think about any pair of shoes you have that don't have support in them. It's basically the same thing. You're standing on this surface that is not going to come up and meet your foot. Same is true for any shoe whose insole does not have this kind of support. You see how the foot is kind of flattening out and pronating or rolling onto that floor and flattening out. You can see how flat Kylene's arch is. This is where I would like Kylene to be, so that her arch is fully supported and she has a position of her foot that realigns her body so that the ankle is on top of the foot. Everything else follows. The moment I let go of her leg, that foot tends to just roll and flatten again. I'm gonna show you a boot first. This is a non-Vionic boot. I'm gonna help Kylene into this. And you can see here, if I take my little flashlight, you can see the gap here. So you can see that light shining through. This is the pain right here, ladies.
So her heel is in contact with the shoe. The ball of her foot is in contact.
All the weight up there.
The rest of it is floating.
Exactly.
She is literally floating on air.
Exactly. So this is where you kind of tend to you're searching for purchase,
and gravity
right?
would tell us that your foot is naturally going to try to drop to something that's going to support it, right?
Right. So now, if I take her out of this very painful boot, we're gonna do just the insert, and I've got that same heel height for you as the boot. And now you can see what a difference this makes. It's giving her that arch support. It's giving her that heel cup to sit into. And now if I put my flashlight on, you can't see anything through it. So even I'm right behind her arch here.
Right.
The only thing you're getting is on the floor there.
And this is the support that is on the interior and the exterior of your foot. So again, you might see a little gap in the front because her
She has a
arch
high
is so
arch,
hard,
yes.
but the other part of her foot is in contact with the shoe, which is what
Exactly.
you want, full contact from front to back with the insole in this shoe. If you have not tried Vionic technology, this is a really good way to start. The boots will be the shoe of the season. As we all know, the weather is going to start changing. It's already starting to happen this week here.
Yes.
Well, not the beginning of the week, but at the end of the week,
Right.
we're starting to see the temperatures drop. This will be one of the first boots you'll be able to wear because it's an ankle style. So
Right.
it's perfect to give it a try and know that with this type of technology, if you are not someone who has worn an orthotic before, it could take a little time for your feet to get used to the adjustments. So
That's exactly true.
wear them, 20, 30 minutes at a time to get started. And then once you start, you'll love them. If you've worn Vionic in the flat sandals and other shoes over the years, then you already know what you're in store for. And now that elevated technology has been put into this very stylish boot that we have at today's special value price for one day only of $119.98, so it's about a $60 saving off of the regular QVC price. Now the hard part is picking your color or thinking about this as a gift. Like as I'm thinking about my daughters, like what color do I not see them wear currently with their boots? I think they both have black, but then the oatmeal and the dark chocolate ganache are colors that I think would be a great addition
So good. And
to
so
their
much
wardrobes.
chocolate out there you're seeing in ready to wear. You're seeing beautiful, dark, deep, rich
I love
tones.
it. I like that you did the contrast, but I'm surprised you're not wearing the oatmeal. I think that would have been really good.
I know. You know,
for your
I tend
outfit.
to wear a lot of olive boots. I know that sounds strange, but
No, it
being in
doesn't.
the footwear industry for so long, whenever there was an olive, I always gravitated toward it. And the truth is, it's very grounding as a neutral.
Okay.
So even though I'm dressed very neutrally on top, this is not my norm. I like to wear fun colors.
Yeah.
And so the olivey undertone really lends itself to that.
Perfect.
But I love this for all of the dressing that you're seeing,
I love
like
it.
head to toe cream.
Yes.
It's very chic and
That,
sophisticated.
that whole look is very elongating
Yes,
too.
love that.
So those are your kind of neutrals. And then the fashion colors, your blue suede boots, that's what I chose to wear today, pulling out the blue in the jacket. And then finally, Monica's got on that gorgeous dark khaki. So in our age of possibility, of course, we talk about this all the time. There are certain things that are just required. And one of them for me is making sure that I get that combination of style and function. So I want the look, but it has to make sense. It also has to be something that's effortless. It has to be something that is designed for movement. I am someone who is never standing still, so I need a shoe that's gonna work with me for my day and also be a great addition and bring variety to my wardrobe. I think this hits the mark in many different levels. It's comfortable with that almond-shaped toe, the raised toe box, so you've got some wiggle room inside. It's the stylish boot that you want with that ankle silhouette that's designed to, again, be worn with your flats. To be worn with your pants, jeans, skirts, or whatever.
Absolutely.
And of course, they've also built in the Vio Motion technology, and they gave us the water repellency. So there's nothing else that you could have done to this boot to make it more perfect.
I think you're right. It really is. It's that sweet spot because you are under 2 inches.
Right.
And that's something everyone can wear. You know, I've found myself gearing more toward this all throughout the year as well. So 3 seasons a year. And the nice thing is, if you're in a warmer climate, maybe you're in Florida, maybe you're in California, but you still love boot season because it's fun, come to fall, this is a great silhouette. It is, as Jane, you said, that under the ankle. So it's not something that you're pulling up over your calf.
Right.
You can wear this when the warmer weather comes. So when the tights are done and you're done dressing it up that way, put it on with a great little spring dress and you can still move forward with it in the spring. We've seen a ton of that where fashion is really kind of, the rule book has been thrown out.
There is no rules. The
right?
rules are wear it the way you want, how you want, and when you want it. But of course, the other rule is to make sure that this is comfortable and fits in your lifestyle. So once again, here is the secret to the inside of this shoe. It is all about that elevated insole. And can I tell you, as someone who has custom orthotics,
Yes.
my orthotics are hard as rocks.
Ugh.
These have a little bit more, although they're firm,
Right.
they have a little bit
more
more like give. So, you know, our feet, those feet of yours have hundreds of nerve endings, and having something that's soft
And a quarter of your
underfoot-
body's bones.
and a quarter
in
of
your
your body
foot.
in your
Crazy.
foot, right? So you've got to make sure that those are supported and that they're comfortable and they feel good. And I'm not even wearing socks. I know Pat said she was wearing the trouser socks, but I'm doing the barefoot.
I
thing
know,
with
I did
these.
barefoot also, but you know, I
Yeah.
have tights for later because
Sure.
I want to be able to take
Socks
this
for
booty
later.
and dress it up. So coming into the holiday season, it's